Hello everybody, this is bscat100 and welcome back to some more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, the Grand Turnabout. In the previous episode, we had gone through Blaze the Best Garage, found Sebastian, and helped him get on his feet. Kind of. And we also checked in with the trial. In this episode, we're going to find out what exactly Sebastian was doing here on the 51st floor. If you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and share with your friends that can join in on this investigation. Let's get started. So we found this open safe. There's something inside the safe. Let's go ahead and have a look. There's some documents in here. It's just a bunch of papers and... Huh? There's a photo here too. It's a picture of... Huh? That's Mr. Knightley.
Who is Knightley? President's bodyguard.
Why is this picture here? And what are all these papers for?
I don't know.
You'll have to read the documents to find out.
I'm all but certain there's a connection between Knightley and Dogan. Dogan's chess partner, whose identity remains unknown until now, was actually Knightley all along. That is proof enough. Tomorrow I shall interrogate him in the warden's office. I'll get him to confess that he's one of Dogan's henchmen. Is that, that thing he laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago? You simply must retrieve it. This seems to be a report about Knightley.
Not to mention, it apparently written before Knightley was killed.
Horst Knightley was murdered while he was being interrogated in the warden's office. Judging from the contents, this document was probably written by Patricia Rowland.
I knew it.
The question, however, is who this report was addressed to.
The owner of the safe is...
the conductor, Blaze the Best.
So this proves that Miss Rowland and Blaze are connected.
Indeed. However, it's not just the two of them.
Huh?
Blaze the Best and Patricia Rowland were searching for Dogan's henchman.
Saren Dogan, that dog-loving assassin.
This means that there is a hidden connection between the three of them.
I wonder what it could be.
I don't know, but it must be related to this case.
Everything that we've gone through in this game is all connected in this one last case. There's some other stuff in here I remember seeing.
There's something on his finger. Let's have a close look. Okay, so it's the ring. It's Horst Knightley's... the chessboard in the ring. All of his possessions are inside the safe.
So basically all his stuff is evidence from the prison case?
Correct.
Then the knife and the chisel that vanished might be in here too. Let's see, Mr. Knife, Mr. Chisel. They're not in there. I guess they're all the Mr. Knightley stuff.
I see. That's too bad. Horst Knightley is dead. Edgeworth! This game isn't over yet. You hear me? However, the game is not over yet. Unless I can see it through to its end. I guess we can examine all this stuff again, but it's probably not necessary. Young lady, good sir, might I interest you in some cotton candy? There's also ice cream if that's what you'd prefer. You! Shelley the Killer! It's good to see you are well, Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you doing in a place like this?
As you can see, I am selling cotton candy. Would you care for some heavenly cotton candy? Even sweeter than death. One bite will send you straight to heaven. That's definitely not something I'd want to buy from the killer. The meaning of my message. Have you understood it? I congratulate you on resolving the case. However, can you truly say in good conscience that it has been solved? Have you been spying almost the whole time? Spying? The heavens no, I was simply watching over you, while disguised as a cotton candy salesman. Isn't that the exact same thing? What is this man's objective? Were you the one who murdered the president? No, the contract with my client has already expired. President Huang is a bit of a celebrity in the world of assassins, you see. Over the years, many attempts on his life have been made, and yet he stubbornly lives on. He is a robust man, surrounded by flawless security. He even employs body doubles. Robust. That president. Rotund seems more apt. However, it seems this time the president's security wasn't exactly flawless. Mr. Rook had only just prevented your previous assassination, but this time... I did not kill him. It's not my principle to kill needlessly. I'm also grateful to Rook, a worthy adversary who was connected to me by fate. Thanks to that ban, I did not kill a target who had no value to be killed. Thanks to Rook preventing the assassination. What does that he mean? My client deliberately gave me a false target. It was a betrayal most foul. I'm now searching for my client. In all likelihood, it is the same person you are looking for. Is he saying that his client murdered the president? Just who is this person you were referring to? I myself am not allowed to say. It would be a violation to the rules. I cannot disclose the identity of my clients. For you to do so would create a problem of trust with my other clients. It's precisely why I'm personally searching for them myself.
What are you going to do when you find your client?
Of course, they shall be rewarded with the punishment most benefiting of a traitor.
What, that person? What'll happen to them?
I will leave that up to your imagination. It certainly won't be anything pleasant. Oh yes, I will tell you just one more thing. 3 days ago, Sirin Dogan escaped from prison. What? Three nights passed. Dogan's solitary cell was found vacant. It was almost as if he knew I would come to pay him a visit. He visited Dogan's cell. Could it be that the person the killer is searching for is... Well then, if you'll excuse me, I must get going. Let us both do our best in tracking down that person. So the killer and Dogan, the two assassins. This sound is...
Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing.
Could it be John?
Mr. Edgeworth, how are you doing?
Sounds like they're using a voice changer. Who is this?
Someone you've been searching for. The one in the red hood.
The red hood? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Brilliant deduction. I'd expect no less from a prosecutor as yourself. Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen in on this too.
Very well. I'll put it on speaker.
Well, I must say that I didn't expect the girl to get amnesia. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? That's not all, you see. Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blazes the Best to kill Gio Crane.
What? This must be the person the killer spoke of.
I really should thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
You have no reason to thank me.
Oh, you haven't noticed. My, that's troublesome, you know. I wanted you to click Blaze for me. So I took dear little Kay. What? If Kay was suspected, I knew you would investigate the case. And I was sure that the great Miles Edgeworth would be able to catch Blaze. It was all according to my plan. And you know, I get the feeling that you have the wrong idea, so let me clear something up. Blaze the Best wasn't the one who kidnapped Miss Courtney's son. You? Why do you know about the kidnapping? You and Miss Courtney are really quite alike, you know. She even came to visit you in the detention center and got all friendly with you. How did this person know something like that? Judge Courtney was supposed to have visited me using the detective's name. I bet you're wondering how I knew about the kidnapping, right? It's quite simple, really. It's because darling little John is in my care right now. What? Huh? You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces. Quickly, little Kay. You have to hurry and steal him back. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Yatagarasu's name on your first job, would you? You even know it's my first job? Why does this person know everything in so much detail? Well, I suppose I can't blame you for your mistake. It seems Blaze was after John as well, you see. So there were 2 kidnappings. He's such a fool, you know. Kidnapping his own son instead. Is John there with you? If he is, then I would like to hear his voice. He's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You see, he's asleep right now. In that case, there's no way for us to know if you really kidnapped John or not. I suppose you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. What is your objective? Is it to get Patricia Rowland declared not guilty? A not guilty verdict, huh? I couldn't care less about that. So his objective is different from Blaze's. I think I'll keep my objective a secret for now. Well then, I must be going. I hope you enjoy yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't think you can get away with this. And come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that. Boom. Ugh. Who in the world was that? I don't know. We don't have enough information. Darn it, we're totally clueless. Meanwhile, they seem to know everything about us. Know everything about us? Okay, you're right. Thinking about it, it is strange. How does the culprit know so much about us? It's so weird. I mean, they even know about the kidnapping. We must figure out how the culprit was able to obtain the information. I must recall, what exactly did that person know? You and Miss Courtney are really quite... Okay, so he knows that we met in the detention center. The Yatagarasu's first job. But he can't see us right now. That's it! By analyzing our conversation with the culprit. I figured it out, Kay. I know the source of this person's information. Security cameras. In all likelihood, this person probably... has planted a bug on us. I believe it is highly likely that we have been bugged. But bugged? If you recall what that person said. Seems surprised. If they couldn't see our faces, that means they weren't taking our pictures or following us. Then they must have planted a bug somewhere. Could it be in my stuff? Was there anything they could have had a chance to bug? There must be a hint somewhere in our conversation just now. That's right. That person knew something they shouldn't have. The conversation between Judge Courtney and myself in the visitor's room. Judge Courtney! Okay. The The only evidence I had with me at the time was... It was on the Yatagarasu's badge. Take that! Okay, may I see your badge?
My Yatagarasu's badge? No way.
Why not?
Mr. Edgeworth, just because you became a great thief's assistant doesn't mean you're ready to wear this badge yet.
That's not it! It's most likely the bug was planted on it.
What? In my badge?
Let's take a closer look. I can't speak today. Yep, there it is.
This is it.
Seems I was right.
How did you know?
The person had been in contact with you.
You mean when I was not conscious?
Yes, that's why I thought one of your possessions might have been bugged. However, that person also overheard my conversation with Judge Courtney, even though that conversation took place in the visitor's room, with just the two of us.
So you were holding on to it at that time?
Exactly. All of the other evidence had been taken away from me. Only the Yatagarasu's badge remained with me.
So this creep's been listening in on us the whole time.
Indeed, that must be how they knew about all the information we collected.
Does that mean they're also listening into this conversation?
Most likely.
Hey, Buster.
Okay?
Eavesdropping is for cowards. Why don't you come out and fight us on fair and square?
What was that sound just now? Oh. Huh? That's Nicole!
Honestly, you'll scare the bejesus out of me. Your voice was so loud there, little missy. I was so surprised I jumped fell flat on my behind. I'm sorry. What are you getting riled up for? You gotta hear this. It really grinds my gears.
Yes, yes? Okay, please just leave it at that. Unless you want to make us tomorrow morning's headlines.
Ah, that was close.
Oh, shucks. Don't be let stick in the mud.
What's wrong with letting a gal open her heart and spill the beans?
For now, I'll turn the bug off.
So, did you find the kidnappers?
Miss Swift, was the boy you saw being kidnapped? This boy in the photo?
Nope, they ain't nothing to like. He had a more stupid looking face and was wearing a collared school uniform.
I thought so. Yet again, we were led astray by this woman's testimony. We'll have to conduct our investigation all over again. So we're back to where we started. Are there any new leads? There's only 20 minutes left until 2 o'clock. Will we be able to make it in time?
Mr. Edgeworth, about that phone call just now. Wasn't there a strange sound at the end?
A strange sound? The blast, right? Now that you mention it, it sounded like an explosion. It might be a hint to establish the culprit's whereabouts.
I see. The sound of an explosion, huh?
I would appreciate it if you stopped eavesdropping on us.
Mr. Prosecutor, you're as stingy as ever.
First, let's see what she has to say. Alright, quick investigation.
All my hard work's helped me move the case forward. I reckon it's all a good day's work. I'm not so sure about that. We've been chasing after an entirely different person.
Indeed. It seems she'd not properly examined the photo earlier.
What now? Was my information really all that bad?
No, some of the blame also falls on us relying on a dubious information source. time for us to regroup and start over. Could you hold on a sec? If you think I'm staying quiet after being caught a dubious source, I'm gonna got another thing coming. Fine then. Guess I'll just have to tell you about the scoop I've been saving. You've been saving? A scoop? Although I'm not expecting much, let's hear it. What is the scoop of yours? It's Mozilla. I have decisive evidence that Mighty Mozilla exists. Okay, let's go, Kay. Hold up! I'm being serious! You might not believe it, but it's true. We don't have much time, but guess there's no other way. Would this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on that tape recorder? That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Good at figuring out things out, aren't you? It's the sound of Mozilla spooning that fire. This place nearly became a sea of flames. If you say so. Don't make that face. If you think I'm lying, then have a list for yourself. Ready? Here comes the flame. How was that? It's hard to tell over your shouting, but if you say so, I guess they could be flames. Miss Swift, did you truly witness these so-called flames? Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't really see it with my own two eyes. On account of, I wasn't actually there at the time. Mozilla had appeared, wouldn't you have noticed no matter where you were? Well, I was a ways off, and I used a slightly unusual recording method, so... Could you explain to me this recording method in more detail? Ugh, guess I just dug my own grave. Truth is, I was aiming for a scoop, so I did me some wireless wiretapping. Wait a minute. Wireless wiretapping? If there's no wires, how do you tap them? Okay, please don't concern yourself with the semantics. She was simply intercepting wireless communications and listening in without permission. I've been spending the last few days scooping out the Grand Tower with my mentor. To investigating the black market auctions. In that case, you naturally would have tapped immediately the immediate area surrounding the Grand Tower. You betcha, but right then and there I heard her ear-shattering roar. Finally Mozilla appears, my heart is pounding, I feel him drawing near. So everything except the sound is just your own personal impressions, right? In the end, it seems like you didn't actually see anything. Well, I reckon writing's more my thing. Anyway, as I continue tuning into the situation, little Miss K over there almost shattered my eardrums. Each object is... I see. Miss Swift? While you were eavesdropping, you were surprised by Kay's voice and fell over. In other words, you did not hear the voice directly. You heard it via radio waves emitted by the bug, did you not? What? Then does that mean the one who planted the bug on me was... I was just eavesdropping. I never stooped to bugging nobody. Miss Swift, do you mind if we borrow that tape for a while? Just do what you want. Just do what you please already. Oh god, here we go. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Keys, Miss Barry. Did you find him? Not yet. Just work at John B. John? Oh, no, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. You don't know anything about the kidnapping. Regarding Sebastian, we found him not too long ago. Really? That's great. Thank you so much. Now I won't be arrested again. Shit, more people to talk to? Are you serious? As suspected, Mr. Edgeworth, how'd you find him? Naturally, it was all thanks to his powers of logic and reasoning. Actually, it was just a coincidence. Alright. Guess we weren't any help at all, were we? Don't be silly, of course you helped. Really, thanks a lot. Where were you guys searching, Simon?
It was a bit far off, but we searched around the Sunshine Coliseum.
Sunshine Coliseum? So they were by the shore.
There were a lot of people at the event there, so I thought he might have gone there as well.
An event? Sounds like fun. Is it a festival? I want to go too.
It was a lot of fun. There were food stands, fireworks, and much more.
Simon got really worn out. Simon got really worn out by the crowd pretty quick though.
You don't have to tell them that.
It's settled. Once we wrapped up this case, let's all go there.
At any rate, I'm glad you were able to find him so quickly.
Why is that?
The truth is, our circus show is about to start soon, so I don't think we would have been able to help out with the search much longer.
Sorry to burden you with this when you also need to prepare for your performance.
No, it's okay. Please don't worry about it. After all, I also didn't want to get arrested again. So I'm so relieved you were able to find him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, but the warden still hasn't been declared guilty yet.
What? So you're saying there's still a chance I might be arrested? And we don't want to win away.
Okay, please don't tease him. Even though Regina also searched with her friends. Aw, they were beaten to the punch.
By friends, does she mean animals?
If I recall, wasn't the Big Bear Circus supposed to have a performance today? Yep, that's right. We've been all practicing a lot for this upcoming performance.
Will Simon also be performing?
Of course, he's been practicing really hard, even though he keeps saying no way, no way, no way. He even rode in a balloon and did a lot of advertising for us. So, Mr. Edgeworth, you should also come by and see Simon's heroics.
Very well. That is, if we're able to successfully solve this case. It sounded like you were saying you used animals in your search.
Yep, I thought we would be able to find them if I used Regen and Estique. An Estique, but Simon said no way, no way, no way, no way, and stopped me. No fun.
If Simon hadn't been there, there probably would have been a mass panic about now.
Simon, why did you stop her? It would have been made the city more fun, like the circus.
Mr. Edgeworth, please forgive me.
Why is he apologizing to me? I haven't said anything.
Okay, where are we at? Okay, we can...
Event at the Coliseum and the sound of an explosion.
Mr. Keys, did you say that there were fireworks at the Coliseum earlier? Huh? What about them? Were those fireworks set off during the day? Yeah, even while we were just there, a bunch of them were set off.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
That explosion sound we heard at the end of the kidnapper's phone call could very well have been the fireworks. Don't you... oh my god, how many times are they going to show this one? We get it. I remember... For the sounds to have been picked up by phone, it must have been fairly loud.
So that means the culprit was near the Coliseum. Even so, I bet the fireworks could be heard in a lot of places around the Coliseum.
Indeed, it would be impossible for us to search the entire area by ourselves. If only we could have the police lend us a hand. Oh, wait a minute. There's that officer from before, right? Or... Hey, hi, Gumshoe.
Dummy, why are you running away?
Detective Gumshoe.
When Mr. Edgeworth gave up his prosecutor's badge, I just didn't know what to do. And then I began to think, Mr. Edgeworth isn't a prosecutor anymore. Does that mean I'm no longer a detective? But that's not true. Even without Mr. Edgeworth, I'm still a detective, and investigating is my job. Detectives don't investigate just for the sake of prosecutors, pal. That's why, even if I'm on my own, I won't stop investigating. So you've been investigating by yourself? Then perhaps, at that time, you think your former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information which may save Faraday. So Duke Green's autopsy report. I went to the detention center to see how Kay was doing. That's when I heard. Oh my god. You had that conversation. That's right. That's why I overlooked the evidence again myself, sir. Gummy, that's amazing. So it was you who saved me. Okay, I'm really glad you got your memories back. Thank you. Do you get it now? I can investigate on my own. Dummy, don't run away. You've already proven that you can investigate on your own. After all, you saved me. Detective, I need your help. Currently, I'm not a prosecutor, nor am I much of anything else. Even so, I will pursue this case. I ask you not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? Oh, please cut it out, sir. Gummy. Okay, I get it, pal. I can't bear to see Mr. Edgeworth bowing his head to me like this. Gummy. Thank you, Detective. What do you want me to do, sir? Yes! We get Gumshoe back. Oh, the last appearance in the series. Yeah. I think with that happy moment, we're gonna end everything off here. So, in the next episode of Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path, The Grand Turnabout, we are going to ask Gumshoe to help us out with the investigation, and, well, just pretty much move on with the investigation. I don't quite know what's going to be going on next. Probably going to go to the Coliseum or something. So, with that, I will see you guys later.